given, you know that with the bird.
Oh, I know. Like just don't poop on my beadboard. That's all. Just, you have a cockatiel.
I have a cockatiel.
Okay, then you understand. Yeah, see, this
Yes.
this little guy likes to be in on everything.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pin here. So anyways, okay, so I'm all set up then. So anyways, thank you, Doris, for joining me today. We are going to be doing a two-hole St. Petersburg, and I'm going to show you different examples of things because it's
Sure.
really a versatile stitch.
Okay.
And so anyways, with that, let me just oh, no, don't turn it off. Just switch cameras. Okay, and I'm going to pin here so you have a good size. Okay, so, oh, that's what's wrong. I'm on blur. So let me take blur off. There we go. So what we're doing tonight is two hole, and we're going to do with using super duos.
Oh, that is nice.
It is
It
nice.
looks so different that way than it does on the
Yes.
as the actual bracelet, right?
Yeah.
Although, it's the same thing, but
Yeah.
it's all
So
about perception, right?
it is. Okay, so I'm going to just, so this is an example of what it looks like. I'm just going to bring this up a little bit. And so that's what, two hole looks like. Now I played with, because there's all kinds of two hole beads out there.
Okay.
And there's another example using super duos.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
super duos really give a nice finish. But there's lots of other things that you can use. And I was experimenting with some stuff. You've got super duos that are raised. So these are the two-hole triangles.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
put out by Starman.
Yeah, nice.
I think that bead lady sells them no problem. And it's the exact same thing, except all of the points of the triangles point up. So you get
Yeah.
this wonderful textured bit as
Yeah,
well.
it looks nice.
Yeah, and you do have to sort of monitor which hole you go into to make
Right,
sure it sits up properly.
right.
But a couple of other examples. So there's with super duos again.
Okay.
Um, these are with what's called infinity beads, and they're sort of
Oh,
they look like a figure eight bead, but it works well
oh
as
yeah, that's
well.
nice.
And then you've got the two hole lentils,
Oh, yeah.
which again gives you some dimension.
Yeah.
And front and back look the same on both of them, so you don't have to worry like you do with the triangles.
Yeah.
I
Very
also
nice.
practiced it with rula beads, which is another two-hole shape. It came out very differently. It's a much thicker bead.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so it actually, the whole thing sat up a little bit. It tightened
Oh,
it
that's
right up.
interesting.
It
Yeah.
it was interesting.
Uh-huh.
And I wouldn't mind trying it again.
Definitely different
Um,
dynamic on that.
yeah. And there is, the same thing. You can do it with a shorter length and just do earrings.
Oh, that's yeah, lovely.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that you can do with it. So what
Wow.
regular St. Petersburg looks like
Okay.
is really quite interesting as well. Um, let me see, let me grab something here. So there's regular St. Petersburg. So the
Oh,
difference,
yeah. Very nice.
it's
Very
sort of
dainty.
here, it's this way. You have in regular St. Petersburg this effect of branches.
Right.
And here, there's another one. Again, you can do a shorter one. Let's focus that. There we go. So it has these
Oh, wow.
branches. And what the two holes do is go across the two branches.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so you've got it so that it just goes across. It's the same construction. It's just a different way of putting it.
I could
And
see how the original, which is the one in the middle,
yep,
you can even, like you said, the necklace or whatever it is, like it lays flatter, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes. What's neat is that you have all these edge beads, and that's
right.
sort of where you turn around, and but you can
Okay.
play with the edges. So for example, this is a necklace. Let me zoom out here. This is a
Oh
necklace.
my.
And this is the regular one. You could easily do this with the 2-hole
Oh
as
wow.
well. So the edge beads can be quite different on both
Very
sides.
nice. Yeah.
And there's no reason you couldn't do it with the 2 holes as well.
Lovely work. Lovely.
Yeah, thank you. But it's one of those things that, you can use daggers, you can use flowers. Um, you can also just do one side.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be doing what's called the double St. Petersburg, which is on both sides of center.
Yeah.
But there's so much you can do with it. It's amazing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I've worked a lot with the Tyla and I loved it. Just didn't get with this, there's just the variety, right? Or
Yep.
if you want to use up some of your other beads, you can at least interplay with those, which is nice. So
Yeah. So that is, so just to give you ideas.
yeah, nice.
But what I've used in all of them are you have a center. Let me grab this one again. The blue one. Here we go. So you have a center row of beads, which are 4 millimeters.
Right.
Okay. And then using this sort of size, it works well with the size 8 beads. And then I'm using size 11 beads. You can use anything. You could use 15s. You could, you don't have to do it exactly like this.
Okay.
Okay. And then what I do is put a loop on both ends.
Okay.
And that's what I
Oh, nice.
attach the to. So by itself, it looks like little trees.
Yes.
I think of it almost like little, and you can do so much with Christmas trees,
Yes.
all kinds of things with it that way.
Good. Did the idea is that the bead at the tip of each ladder at
Mhm.
the end must be smaller than the preceding one, correct?
It doesn't have to.
Oh,
It
okay.
does not have to. You can put a size 8 there as well. You
Oh,
could use
oh, okay.
anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what you are going to do is come out, go through the little bead, and then go right back into the larger bead. So it needs to be something that will sit up. So it
Okay.
could be a dagger. It could be, there's something with a dagger. You could do a loop of beads. You can
Oh,
do just a
wow.
little picot.
Nice.
You have lots of options.
Oh, nice.
And of course, you do it that way, it's going to be, so you're going to
Yeah.
have movement as well.
So yeah, it can play as an anchor to another
Yes,
bead then. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what
Sweet.
we're going to use are the 4 millimeter beads, and they could be round, they could be fire polished, they could be anything. Some super duos,
The
the
super
super
duos I got
duos in
here.
any color. I've got some size 8 beads, which are like those. And then for the edges, I'm going to be using some size 11s. I probably, just to change it up, may just use 3, so you can see how it sits on if you do like a picot edge.
So I'm gonna use the Drux instead of the
The 4 mil fire
Fireball.
polish? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I've got
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then yeah, I've got the super duos and then sorry, the 11s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sugar. Let me get the right ones. Yeah, the 11s will be smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm a bit of a klutz. Like
That's
I'll
okay.
pull something and everything will fall. So I just put them in a little bit a little bit of a flat lid
Oh,
container.
don't
Yes.
worry about it. There's that saying, never put out more beads than you can afford to lose.
Exactly. And
Yes.
the two cats are downstairs with my husband, so they'll be fine. So
Yep.
you know what they
So,
like.
oh yes, right. The budgie will do the same thing. Ooh, let me play
Oh,
with the beads.
oh,
No.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Earrings, everything.
Yep.
Yes. Oh wow. That's their spark. That's what their sparkle. Their
That's right. So
yeah.
I am going to use, let's see, where did my 8
Um,
pound?
I
I've
have a
just
quick
happened to have some 8 pound fire line here.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So I when I found out I didn't have I couldn't find all of my 8s. I could only find one pack of my 8s,
Mhm.
eight seed beads. Is there a ratio between the 8 and the 11 whenever you're going up and down, or just whatever the look is?
Whatever the look is that you want.
Oh, okay,
You could
good.
certainly, I mean, we're using, as I say, the 4 millimeter down the center. You
Okay.
could make that smaller, go down to a 3 or even a 2, and bring it down to
Oh,
size
okay.
11 beads and size 15 beads.
2 sec. I'm just gonna make a quick note. So
Yep.
from the fire. Sorry, could you repeat that one more time? So you're
Yep.
talking about the 8s to the 11s.
Yeah. So
What?
for example, if
Yep.
I was using, here I'm using the size 8s.
Yes.
You could easily go to, instead of the 11 or 8s, you could do 11s.
You could sub 11.
Yeah,
Okay.
sub 11s instead of the 8s, a
Yeah.
3 mil or 2 mil, depending on the look that you want. You could even use a size 8 down the center. The
Okay.
super duos, you might have to play, but there are mini duos
Okay.
in existence. You could play with that. And the size 11s, you could go down to 15s.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So 3 mils to, okay. So I got it. I got my page kind of sitting. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna put that in a quick.
Hmm.
3 mils. I didn't make an extra copy. 3 mils and or 11s. Oh, 3 mils. Okay, and then the other ones was 15. Okay, just for an
Hmm.
example. Perfect.
Yeah, and those combinations would make a very thin, dainty bracelet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, because yeah, I just have to remember that sorry, the larger the number, the smaller the bead.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
okay, so proportionately you just gotta kind of
Yeah,
fiddle with it, or
exactly.
or do a small sample like in
Yeah,
crochet or something or whatever, just to
exactly.
see how it looks.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so I am going to pull. So we actually start in the middle of the thread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I'm
yes,
going
that
to,
makes total sense.
yeah, so I'm going to pull two wingspans, and a wingspan is your arms outstretched.
Correct.
And I'm just going to, where's my needle here? There's a needle.
Are you using a large eye needle? Oh,
You
you're using,
can. I'm
okay.
using a regular needle, but you can certainly use a large eye needle, yes.
I couldn't get I tried and I couldn't get the beetle on into the
Okay.
so I gave up. I just said I'm gonna cheat and use the large eye
Yeah,
then.
actually the big eye needles are really quite handy.
As long as they can get through some of the holes on some of
Yeah.
the beads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've used the big eye needles actually for even delicas.
Oh,
And
that's
they're
good.
thin enough. The only thing about the big eye needles is that they're sharp on both ends.
Yes.
So you really gotta be careful that you don't poke yourself.
Yeah, I've got a couple of leather thumbs and fingers if
Yeah.
I'm apt to using them. I can suffer a little bit, but not when not unless I draw blood.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing like, blood, sweat, and tears for your craft.
Exactly.
So what I'm going to do, how to start, I'm just going to pick up a size 8 bead and take it down to about the middle of my thread and go through that again. So that forms a stop bead. That is
Oh,
going to be removed.
yes. Now I did mine a different color. That's okay, right?
That's okay. I just
Okay.
happen to use one that
All good.
is handy. So I'm just going to try and find the middle here. There we go. Now I've lost, where did I put my needle?
I think
There's my needle.
my eights are a little bit tinier than what it said it was.
Okay. So I'm just going to go through my stop bead a couple of times. You do want to make sure that you're not
Oh,
catching your thread, otherwise your life just gets complicated then.
so I have a question. When you that bead can be removed then once.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you can just slide it. You just make sure that you
correct.
can slide it.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, I find the fire line and wildfire the same. It's hard to pierce it,
right.
unlike thread. Okay,
If my proportion's a little bit smaller on
that's
the
okay.
8, okay, it's not
Yep.
it's not as small as the 8.
Okay.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yep. It'll be fine.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Thanks.
Okay. So we've got our stop bead on it. We're going to start by picking up the 4 millimeter, your druck. I'm going to zoom out here just a
Great,
little bit.
thank you.
Yeah. The 4 millimeter, we're going to pick up 2 of the 8s. We're going to pick up our SuperDuo and 2 more 8s.
4 millimeter.
So you've basically picked up 6 beads.
I have to 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Since we're starting in the middle, right?
Mhm.
I have to say a stupid question.
Yep.
Um, so I picked it up on my needle
Yep.
and then
You're going to
I
take them down to your stop
I'm
bead.
gonna have to take it all the way down. So am I best to do, instead of singly, do it all at once, or could it actually knot on me?
That is,
Right?
you can add thread if you want. I mean, you can do it shorter and add thread. I just find it for
No,
myself. Yeah.
I would rather, yeah, I'll suffer with the length's not a
Yeah.
problem for me, because then you have to really kind of make sure it's gonna be a a secure,
Yeah.
yeah. So did you do it all? Yeah, you did it all on one needle. Okay,
I did it
gotcha.
all in one needle and I'm just going to bring it all down to the stop bead.
So
So it's right there.
so 2/8, and I'm gonna have to break down and put it on my, it's two
Is
eight.
this
So that's a
there?
truck,
That's better.
truck, a truck, 2/8. On the 2 hole,
Hmm.
it doesn't matter which hole you put it in, does
No,
it?
no,
Obviously not.
no. If you had something like the triangles, it would make a
Right,
difference,
right.
but it's good to start with something that is not
Oh,
quite as um, demanding.
and 2/8. I gotta make sure I got my right order. The 11s are the small.
Yeah, we're not using the 11 yet.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta put these in a certain order. Okay,
Okay.
so smaller is 11.
Hmm.
Right, smaller and 11. Oh, okay, those stay off to the side. Okay, so that so one fire FP, one fire polished, 2/8. 2/8 will be the bigger, my blues. Okay. And then my super duo. One side and then another 2/8. Okay.
Hmm.
So 11 is small and 8 is big. Okay,
Yes.
I gotta keep that in my brain. It's the reverse. So okay, so I've I put them on my line.
Yep. Bringing them
So
down to your stop bead.
to bring them to my stop bead, I'm just pulling on the longest one then, right?
Yep. Yeah, your stop bead is somewhere in the middle of your thread.
Correct.
Yes. So bring it down to your stop bead.
Okay, there it is. Okay. I'm used to working with a needle. With a needle. I haven't used this one for a while. Okay, we're good.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create those to the start of the branches. In St. Petersburg, you have beads that overhang into the next branch.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to stitch into the second hole. I'm going to go back down. Right now, my working thread is at the top. I'm going to go into the second hole, going down.
Okay, gotcha.
Like that.
Yep.
And that is going to force those two top beads to sit side by side like that.
Gotcha. One sec. Oh, come on. You can do it. And you're just going to pull your thread all the way out, all the way. Yeah.
All the way down.
Gotcha. If I do this right.
And these are the overhang beads. They're going to actually go into the next branch.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we join the branches together.
Oh, sure. Come on, you can do this. Here. Okay, so it's done like a little split. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. So now we're going to go back into that first branch. We're going to go up the first hole just like we had before, and it's going to come out that the first bead, sort of the end of this branch.
Are you doing like a circle, you mean, or no?
Yeah, you're creating a circle.
So is that's kind of reinforcing it then?
Well, it's so that we can end this branch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you just show, okay, do that one more time?
Yep. So we've come back down. We're coming out the second hole.
Yep.
I'm going to go into the same SuperDuo, but the other hole.
Got it.
And I'm going to go up through there and through that single size 8 bead.
Got it.
Okay. And I'm going to pull that through.
I have tiny hands and it's still. One second. I've got my little magnifying, my Lee Valley magnifying. I've had it for years, and for years I didn't have the short-sightedness, the needing my bifocals, and now in the last few years I've kind of had to. Sorry, are we putting it? We're putting it in the one that's.
Yeah. So.
Oh yes,
this is in line. This is in line with what we started.
Sorry, it's the hand.
Now I'm left-handed, so if mine is backwards,
are you okay?
I'm left-handed.
I was gonna ask.
So yours is probably going to look like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. I should have mentioned that.
Yeah, I figured it was because I which isn't an issue. You just revert it. In my case, in my brain.
Welcome to my world. Yes.
Well, and you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's how you see it. Come on. I'm trying to get my other line pulled through. There we go. Hope I did that right. So that kind of really that really reinforced.
Yes. Yeah. It's a nice sturdy stitch.
Yeah, it is actually. A quick question is okay, perfect. I'm just trying to see what yours looks like as opposed to mine, just the opposite.
Yep.
Got it.
So now we're ready to end this branch. So I'm going to pick up a size 11. That's the small one.
That's the really small one.
That's the really small one.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to go back down where the thread is coming out. I'm going to go back down there.
Oh.
And I'm going to go through the SuperDuo. And I'm going to go through the next 8. So I'm basically going down 3 beads. Like that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And I'm going to pull that through. And I'm ready to start the next branch.
Oh, I just bent my needle. Hold on. Let me straighten that out. Oh, that one doesn't want to go through. Hold on. I gotta take my glasses off for a sec. Ooh, that one doesn't want to go through.
Oh,
Oh,
you may
there it
have,
goes. I
you
got it.
sometimes super duos are notorious for having a closed hole.
It's gone through now. I have to be careful with my lines because I'm getting a little bit, I got too many lines. Too many, I gotta straighten those out. One sec. Okay, 1 second. Come on. So, okay, so that looks like, okay, it looks,
Yeah. So you're coming out, you're going down the 8, the super duo, and one more 8.
that's right.
Yeah.
It won't tighten up on me. Just give me a second. There we go. So, can you do me a favor? What
Yeah.
should yours is left? Yours is looking what? Gotcha. Just so I can make sure.
Yeah. So this is the side where your overhang is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look as tight as it should be on the size 11. It doesn't look as tight as snug.
I'd be quite tight.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there. Now I got it to sit.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. It's better to do it now because later it's not moving.
Yeah. I'm going to try and do this right-handed.
Oh no.
So, are we here then?
We are here. Yes, we are
Yes, we are
there.
here. Okay.
Yes.
Let me just get this. Okay.
Yes.
So now we're ready to do the next branch. So
Okay.
I'm going to pick up another 4mm bead
Okay.
and I'm going to stitch up the Super Duo and the size 8. Those are the hanging beads from the previous row. Just like that.
So that.
So if you're following along on the printed page, we're at number 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. So we're going to stitch through there and I'm going to pull through as I take it out of my hands. And that's what we've got. So we've started. There's the second. This is, remember, this is our center line.
Okay. Sorry. So it's going to go into the Super Duo and through the other
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Through the 8. 11 small, 8's the big one. Okay, 1 second. So I just want to make sure I do this right.
Yeah.
That's the 4mm. Once I take, it's like knitting. I hate taking it off, and there's no safety line on this one. So
Yeah. Oh, I know what that safety line is. I've done enough lace work in
so
knitting
it's
to.
so it's through the other hole of the Super Duo and
Yep.
through
And through the 8 that's
the
sitting on top of
got it.
it.
Okay, just wanted to do
Okay.
that, make sure before I pulled it.
Yep.
Just give me oh, my line's too long. 1 second. Oh, there it goes. Ouch. And of course, I was at my parents cooking a meal yesterday and I cut my finger.
Oh,
So I was putting the pot. It's not doing too bad. So I was like, at least it's not my
yes.
right hand. So then it should have
Yep.
yes, got
Just
it.
like that.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Perfect. Yeah.
yeah. So now we're ready, and all of the other rows are going to be just like this. So we're going to
Okay.
pick up another super duo and 2 8s like that.
I got it. My brain is E8s are the large ones. Okay. Okay. Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to bring them down to the beadwork.
Come on. It's working with the invisible line. Okay.
And we're going to create that overhang that's going to go into the next row.
Right.
So we're going to, just like we've done before, we're going to go down the line of the down the hole of the other hole in the super
Super
duo.
duo. Yep.
Yeah, which is going to put our 2 top beads side
Right.
by side,
Right.
and we're going to go back up that same super duo, but in the first hole.
1 second. Let's see. I'm fighting with my line. Just give me a second.
Yep.
I'm just gonna make it just a little bit shorter on the one end so it goes. That's on the left side, right?
Yes.
Showing me
So
your
it's going
left.
to be like that.
Just to. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
Got it. Okay. So
Yeah.
we're going to pull through.
Sorry. Which one are we putting it through again? Then through
We're
the
putting it through the
8.
first hole. The first hole that we went through originally, and through the
Right.
8. So it looks,
Oh, right.
yeah.
The first
It's
hole.
sort of
Oh,
you've
yes,
got,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, yes. Got it.
Okay.
Like a circle. Got
Like
it.
a circle. Now
Yeah.
we're ready to end this branch. So again, we're going to pick up an 11, a small bead.
Hold it. 1 sec. So I put it through. I put it through the super duo and that other bead that
Yeah.
made the circle.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, and then I'm picking up at
Yep.
11.
At 11, a small bead.
Right.
And we're going to go down that branch. So we're going into the 8, the super duo, and the 8 below it. We're going down 3 beads and pull through.
So then you're. I'm going to repeat. So then you're going to go through the other 8 and the hole below the super duo, right?
Yes.
Am I going through anybody else?
Nope.
No.
You're going through
Okay.
3 beads.
Got it. Okay. Let me just do. I'm going through 3 beads.
Yep. You're going through the 8 where your
Yep.
thread is coming out, the
Yep.
super duo,
Yep.
and the 8 below that.
Oh, I'm going. Oh, got it. I had it twisted. That's where I have to be
Yep.
careful. So I'm going through the 8, the super duo below it, and what's the other one I'm going
The
through?
8. The 8 that's right below the super duo.
The tiny guy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
2
Okay.
seconds. Yep, 2 seconds. I just want to make sure I stay on track here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, starting to see how that's coming around.
And we're going to do the whole thing over again by picking up another 4mm.
Oh, yeah, the drunk. Okay.
Okay. And we're going to go up those overhanging, the open hole in the super duo and in the 8.
Oh, 2 seconds. This hole in the super duo. That's okay.
Yep.
1 second. The one that's there already, the existing one, or a new
Yep.
super
No,
duo?
no, the same one that's there.
I hope I did it okay.
So it looks like
It
that.
looks okay.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Weirdness. Hold on. No, it's weirdness. 1 second. Okay, so I put a drunk in, my drunk. My drug?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And
yep.
then I'm putting it in order for me to put it through the existing SuperDuo,
You should
it's
have a
gonna it's
hole that's hanging over.
hold that I don't think I do. It looks good though, but I don't think it's right. I think I did a boo-boo.
Okay.
Did you want to take a look at it for a second? I
Here,
think
let
I did a
me
boo-boo.
remove my pin.
Sorry.
That's okay, and let me pin you.
It
Okay.
looks it,
Now,
the cat or you, oh, I don't. Where do I put it now for you to see it?
okay, so I can just see the top of your glasses.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
where do
you just need to lift it up.
I,
Okay. Yeah.
the
So a
bottom
little,
orange is my stopper.
yeah.
I
Your
it
Super
doesn't.
Duo got twisted around. So your
Oh,
Super
it
Duos are
did.
stacked one on top of another.
Yes,
You want
yes,
them to
yes.
sort of look like steps.
Oh, okay. So in order for me, so I'll take my drunk out,
Hmm.
and then in order for me to remove, is it proper to, not proper, but will it work if I go under that bead, or do I have to take the
Let
actual?
me take your needle off. I'm going
Yep,
to pull mine back
got it.
because
Okay,
if you try to unstitch it,
you'll keep wrapping around
well, if you catch something, it's just going to
the,
be miserable. So
yeah,
literally all you need to do
yep,
is just actually pull the little size 11
yep,
and that will undo that.
okay.
So I'm going to pull my 11 out.
1 second here. Oh, yeah, okay. See, I just gotta pull my line out of that. So I thought I was supposed to put it through. Maybe I probably misunderstood. I had to put it through three, right?
You're
Three.
going to go, yeah, but you're going to go down a straight line.
Oh, okay. That's probably why. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I went with the circle.
Yeah. You're going to go down a straight line.
It's the circle first and then the straight line.
That's right.
Okay.
So I've
I'm
got
snug.
my
Look how
beads are
straight my
very
needle is.
shiny.
That's
Yeah.
one thing about those is they never end up straight.
Let me just snug this up. Okay. Didn't realize my beads were going to be quite so shiny here. But see how they sort of step out?
That's okay. Yes, yes.
Yep. So my thread is coming out of this 8.
You're-
I've picked up my 11. It's on my needle. I'm going to go down that same 8 that my thread is coming out.
Okay. So, sorry. If I have to repeat that again. So once I've taken it out of the one that I put it into, the 11 that I put it into,
Yeah, the bigger bead, you're going to go right down. See how I've got coming out the 8? It's going to go down the Super Duo, the hole that's right below that 8, and into the next 8. So you're going down a straight line, and that leaves this other part open.
sorry, hold on 1 second.
Let me turn it around so you can see it. There.
I, oh, okay, 1 second. So I've got, so what
Oops.
should I, oh, it's
Oops.
all
No,
good.
it's okay. That's okay. I just accidentally turned it off.
It's all good. Okay, before I start, I have my thread coming out of the Super Duo, right?
Okay. So
And
before
so,
we put right now it looks like this. Here, let me take it back a little bit further.
sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's okay. I'm just going to take it back to where we added the two 8s.
Right.
Okay, so bear with me. I'm just going to
It's all good.
rethread my needle here. Yeah, it can be a little awkward if we're not sitting side by side, but that's okay.
It's not too bad. What I'm having a little bit of problem is just because the color your colors are close
Yes, I
together,
didn't
and
realize it'd
that's
be
okay.
quite so close.
That's okay. But we'll work it out.
Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've already picked up my druck and have gone through the two overhang beads from the previous row.
Oh, so I should have 3 drugs on there right now.
You should have 2.
Oh, I've got the 2.
Yeah, you've got the 2. So we've
Yeah.
gone, you've stitched up the hole,
Yeah.
yeah, from the previous Super Duo. And I'm going to pick up a Super Duo and 2 8s like that.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to bring them down to my beadwork.
Right.
So they're like that. Now, this is going to overhang the next row. So first I want to turn that, remember we went into a circle. So we're going to go down the other open hole.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hold that in place.
And it does a split.
And it does the split. And those
Right.
2 top beads sit side by side.
Right.
Okay, let me
With
there we go.
with the number with the 11 in the middle.
With the 2 larger beads like that. So there's our
Yeah.
Super Duo and the
Yeah.
2 beads we've just done.
I
I'm
got
going,
I've got a I've got an 11 in between those right now.
okay, well, the only 11 should be right here.
That one I can find. How do I maybe that's why it didn't come out. I'm going to show you what mine looks like. Oh,
Okay, let me remove my pin and pin you.
1 second.
Okay.
So I'm actually sitting off to the side. That 11 shouldn't be there then, should it?
Can you hold it up higher?
Sorry about that.
That's
The,
okay.
the 11 at the top
No,
shouldn't.
you shouldn't have an 11 at all.
Oh,
No, it's
sugar.
just the
Okay.
3 beads.
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. Live and learn.
We're going to do this many times.
Thankfully. Okay. Just gonna see how I gotta fix this out now. Just give me a sec here. Okay. I gotta get it off my needle. If we don't get to do the turnaround, I'll just keep working on it till I get to the end.
Okay.
And then I'll go with, yeah, don't, we're not going to be here till midnight, so don't
That's
worry.
okay. Don't worry. This is recorded.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. So you will get a copy of this.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, get my needle out.
You know what? I'm going to put these beads aside. I'm going to start it with I've got a different set of colors here that I think will look a little bit easier.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this, okay, where is that?
Let's get that out of there. One. Okay, so that. Sure. See there. So that. So when I have those 3 beads, the 2 11, sorry, the 2 8s sitting on top of the Super Duo, what am I threading next after that?
Okay, I'm going to let me catch up here.
Sure, no
I
problem.
am going to,
No
I'm just
worries.
going to start from the beginning on a different set of colors.
Oh, okay, no worries. Oh, nice colors.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use the same green as my stop bead.
Once I go through with the video, I can go through with the reading it, because I have to be honest, I've got it on my phone. It's easier than on my paper.
Well, we all learn in very different ways.
Totally.
Yeah. So, okay. Oh, I just dropped a bunch of beads.
I hear you.
Okay. Do not vacuum up those beads.
Where's the bird?
Oh, yeah.
Where did he go back?
He doesn't go on he's gone back to his cage.
He's hungry.
Yeah,
They
no,
have such a high metabolism. They have to eat
oh yeah.
every so often. So
Okay, so there
for
we're good.
for a snack and a drink.
Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, let me just go back to the beginning here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to just start it from the beginning here with this new set of colors. So hopefully you can see that a little easier.
That's awesome. Thank
So
you.
there is the color, what I'm starting with. So I've got my
Right.
my 4 millimeters, 2 size 8s, and my
Yep.
SuperDuo, and then 2 more size 8s.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to
Yep.
bring them down to my beadwork. I'm going to go through, I want to create that overhang. So just trying to get this in my hand. There we go. So to create my overhang, I'm coming out this top size 8,
Okay.
bigger bead. I'm going to go down the SuperDuo.
Right.
This is where I'm creating that circle.
Right.
And see how they sit side by side.
That's step number 3 then, or is
That's
that?
step number 3. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So, and then back up
Yeah.
that one there. And that's what I have. So there's my overhang for that will be in the next row.
Okay.
I want to end this row. And for that, I'm just going to pick up an 11, my small bead. And I'm going to go into the size 8 where my thread is coming out.
Can
And
I
I'm
ask you
going
a
to,
quick question?
yeah,
You're left-handed, so no, don't flip it.
nope,
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, so on my side, the thread will be coming out of the
yeah,
on the left side for me. Yeah.
like
Don't
that.
reverse yourself. I can flip it in my brain. I have that kind of brain
Oh, okay.
that does that. I can
And
read upside down and stuff. It's
oh,
just one of
cool.
those things.
Okay.
It's weird. Okay, so then so I'm gonna pick up an 11 then,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, you're going to pick up an 11 and
And
you're
I'm gonna
going
go
to,
down the same hole that this
yes,
coming out of. Okay, that's where I
yes.
goofed. Gotcha.
Yeah. So let me just get to there.
Okay,
So
and then,
that is my first branch.
sorry, do I go only through that one hole? Do I go down the super duo?
You're going to go down the 8, the Super
The 8?
Duo, and one more 8.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep, on the same side.
On the same side.
Gotcha. Two
So
seconds.
now, every time we start a new branch, you're going to
Right.
pick up a 4 millimeter and the other half of this Super Duo that's hanging out there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go up that Super Duo and the size 8. And when we pull through, we have started another branch. We need to
So,
extend this branch.
so then um, where I left off and I goofed,
Nope.
and I had to take that 11 out.
Yep. So where you are now,
Yeah,
you have picked up a Super Duo and 2 8s.
that's right.
And I'm going to bring them down to the beadwork,
Okay.
just like that.
Yep.
And I'm going to create that circle. So I'm going to go down the Super Duo or down into the Super Duo, the other hole,
Yeah. Yeah.
help those beads sit side
And
by side.
you got the split. Yeah.
Yep. And then go back up in the other hole. And that, so I'm coming out of that size 8. And see how this staggers? This becomes the overhang for the next branch.
I don't think mine's staggering. That's the problem. Two
Now,
seconds.
is yours looking like that?
Okay, 2 seconds. It's looking. Yes, it is.
Okay, then just twist that top out so it sticks. So it sticks out.
It's actually in alignment. I'm going to show you quickly.
Okay,
That's what mine looks
let me
like.
switch you back here.
I'm sorry.
No, no, don't worry about
I'm
it.
stuck on, there is the gap there on the
Okay,
one
so
side.
lift it higher.
Sorry. Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
No, no,
Where is it?
higher.
Where's my finger? Hold on. There. Oh, darn. Oh, 1 sec. Where am I?
Yeah,
What?
so you're right in front, but I need you to lift it higher so I can see the beadwork.
Oh, sorry. Not so I can see it in the screen so you can see it, right?
So I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see her now? Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
so
way too big.
turn the yeah, your SuperDuo is just facing the other way. So what it's looking like is, let me go back to me.
There's a gap there, right?
No, what it is,
Okay.
see how this is
Yours
out?
is really out.
Yeah, but yours,
I've got it on the wrong hole, I betcha. I think I put it in the wrong Super Duo hole. That's
okay,
why.
let me take it back so you can see it. Okay.
I've got it in the wrong Super Duo hole, I think. Because the Super Duo should be winged, right?
Yep, it should be
It's
sitting out.
I've got it in the wrong hole, the wrong
Okay.
Super Duo hole. I'm positive. Oh, hold on.
Here.
Because if I wing it by hand, I'm not twisting it. This is what it should look like.
Okay. I let me just get back
Oh,
to
I'm
this.
sorry.
Okay, no, I'm going to let me go through the steps. That way you have it in you know,
Yep.
step by
Yep.
step. Okay, so we have gone through, we've joined one branch to the other. Our next, we're going to pick up again a super duo and 2/8. Bring it down to your beadwork. So right now they're all aligned. There you see the line of beads. We're going to, this is what you called the split. We're going to bring those down. So I'm
Mhm.
going to go into the open hole. I'm going
Yep.
down into it. And those beads are sitting side by side. Now I'm going to cut over to the other hole, the first hole that we went up.
Yep.
And I'm going to bring that up.
Yep.
And I'm just holding my fingers there. So now, if you find it twists around like that, sort of this stacks like that, just turn
Yeah.
it. Just turn it like that.
Oh, okay. I was worried I was twisting the line and not
Nope,
really
no,
realize.
you
Okay,
won't.
gotcha.
So
Okay,
now to
that-
finish this branch, I'm going to pick up an 8.
that's probably why thread's better for me because the nylon has a tendency to keep twisting.
Okay.
And
So,
with all due respect, it's just a matter of perspective.
mm-hmm.
For
Yep. So
okay,
let me turn this around.
so yeah,
Let me turn this around. So this is what we're looking at. So I'm picking up my 11. I'm going to go down that same 8 that my
yeah,
thread is coming out, and I'm going to go through there, through the super duo, and the next 8 so that it's coming out just before the super duo.
the next. Yeah. So I got a string an 8.
Yep.
Okay, go through the 11.
No, not the
Oh,
11, the 8.
the 8. Sorry,
The 8.
string
The
an 8.
big
Go
bead.
through the 8. Yes.
Big bead, super duo, and the next big bead. It should all go in the straight line.
8, 8, and a super duo.
No,
No.
8, a super duo, and an 8. So
So
this,
which side of the super duo though am I going through?
you're going through in a straight line. So,
Oh,
so on the left side,
are you holding it through?
I'm holding it like you would be.
Oh, you're holding it like okay.
So the left side, where your thread is coming out, through there, the super duo hole that's right below it, and the 8 that's right below that. Oops.
Super duo. Okay, I see what you're doing. 1, 2. The 8, the super duo, and the 8
And
below
the
it.
8 below it.
Yeah, I think it's because my line's twisting and
Yeah,
I'm losing my perception of how it has to be. Okay, and pull through.
and
Okay.
pull through. Exactly. And we're going to repeat that whole process. So my thread is currently coming out. Let me get this,
Does that take us to the end of 4 or the end of 5 then?
we are still at, well, we're basically repeating the steps 4 through 6.
Oh, 4 through 6. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, my nylon's got 1
yeah.
second. Come on. There you go. Oh, that doesn't. There's a reason I'm using the nylon though too, because you can't see it as
You can't
not
see it.
as
It's
visual.
also sometimes they, super duos can be a little sharp.
Yep. Oh, not. I've got too many lines hanging out. I've got too many. I've got 2 lines going around. This is not working right.
Okay, so you should just have your working thread. What I do with the tail is that I wrap it around a finger and that
Right.
keeps it out of the
Gotcha.
way. Yeah.
I've got I've got too many I'm really sorry. I got too many wraps on mine. I have 2 wraps that I can like sugar. It doesn't look smooth. No, it's not right. 1 second. This is where my beads are gonna go flying. I gotta be careful. I've got to pull my line. Okay, where is that? Doesn't look right. Okay, 1 second. I'm back to the overhang. I had to because
Hmm.
I had like a double loop over and over and it didn't look right.
Okay.
It really didn't look right. It didn't look proper with like having 2 wraps around a Super Duo, like
Okay.
sorry, on my my 8. It
Okay.
didn't look good. Oh, and then of course now there's a knot. Okay, there. That's out. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, so I am at the stage where it's off to the side again, but I have to
Hmm.
twist it. There.
Okay. Yep. Just twist it over.
I twist it over. Okay, so
Yep.
it's coming out of the Super Duo, the other end of the Super Duo.
Yep.
So
So your thread should be coming once you've added that little anchor bead at the end of the branch.
that's a number
That's the 11. That's
that's
the
the
little
11,
bead.
the little guy. Yeah, but he's not going to be sitting on top of the blue. Oh, sorry, blue on top of the 11, on top of the 8.
He should sit on top of the 8. So let me just pull it
Oh,
back.
so
Hold on.
I put an extra, I must have threaded through that. That's
Okay.
where I'm having them. I've, when you did the splits,
Yep.
I've gone through the Super Duo bead. So where is my 8? Where's my 8 gonna end up?
Okay. So
See, that's a problem. I can't,
Okay, so let me,
I'm gonna show you quickly.
okay, let me just pull this back. I want to show you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So when you're splitting it,
Yep,
you've added your 4 millimeter like there.
yep,
Okay. You pick up another SuperDuo and an 8. You're going to bring it down to your beadwork. And I'm holding it just like you would be, just like that. I'm going to go down. So I'm gone up this one hole.
yes.
You're going to go down
Yep,
the other hole, and I'm
yep,
just going to hold that while I pull it.
yep,
That splits that bead, snug
yep,
it up. So I'm coming out of the SuperDuo.
yep,
I'm going to, in the same SuperDuo, but in the other hole, the
yes,
first one we stitched through, I'm going to go back up the SuperDuo and the 8. So I come out the top
yep, of the one side.
of the one side.
Yep,
And there, that's how I've got that. And I want to finish that side by picking up an 11 and going down that same hole. So my thread is coming out this one that's on the left. I'm going to go down that bead, down the SuperDuo hole that's right below it,
okay,
and down the 8 that's directly below that. So we're only working on one side of the SuperDuo right now.
got too many lines. I gotta wrap up that other line. Oh, sorry. This is what's messing me up. What is going on with my line? I gotta get that last line. I gotta tie that up 1 second because it's driving me insane. Okay, so I've gone through that same side.
Yep. I'm going to
Okay,
pull that through.
I pulled it through, but I have to have I have to have I have to have not the 8 the 11. The 11 no, is it the 8? The 8's the smaller one, right?
No, the 11 is a small one. So the tiny bead sits on top of the 8, just like that. So it's there. You've gone down that same 8.
So I'm going to string one of those and
Yeah,
then go down the same side again.
that's right. So there's the little one. I've gone down the same one. So I've gone through this 8,
One,
this big
two,
bead,
yep,
this
two,
SuperDuo,
yep,
and this big bead.
that big bead.
Yeah, so that big bead is they're all in line.
I think what's happening is my things are twisted. My line is moving. It's twisting and I can't get it down the right one.
Okay,
That's where I'm
it
having,
just
are you
it's
holding it left or right
I'm
now?
holding it right.
You're holding, okay, so I'm just checking here.
Yep. So snug it up. Just snug it all up.
So the little bead should the tiniest bead should actually be on the right side when it comes on
On the left
the
side.
left.
On
Sorry,
the
on the
left side.
left.
Yeah.
See, and I've got my string coming out on my right side. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay. That's okay, now I got it.
You got it? Okay.
One sec, one sec. Let me get that little bead down there. I've got it in the right position. See, it just keeps the nylon, it just keeps shifting.
It's going to shift no matter what you use.
I know.
It's just a matter of tracking it and keeping it so that it sticks out.
I'm cheating here with my ability. I'm not using the proper beading etiquette, but it will work for now. Okay, so now that I got that little, okay, so I go down back, I go back through, okay, once I have once I have the 8 on top of the 11, which
No,
hole am I going back?
you've got the little bead on top of the
Yep,
bigger bead.
yep.
And you've gone down the bigger bead,
I
the
go
super
down
duo,
of the same side,
the
correct?
same side. Yep.
Even the super duo of the same side.
Yep, same side.
And then through that last one,
Yes, the
the
last big
last
bead.
the last big bead. Okay,
Yep.
just pray this works because so it should look like okay. Okay, I think it looks like yours. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah. 2, 3, and it's coming out. Okay. All right, got it.
Okay, we're ready to do
Yeah.
another branch.
So there's actually okay, see that now. Yep. So there's actually a gap between the 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 base and the starter's the worst.
Yep,
Sorry, they always say the starter's the hardest.
yep.
Okay, so now,
So everything we do now is going to be a repeat of what we've done.
so
So we're
that's
going to,
so
yep.
sorry, what steps is that we've
Okay,
just
so we're going
done?
to go back to number 4.
We're going to go back to 4.
We're going to
Okay.
go back to 4. So we're picking up a 4 millimeter bead.
So 1 and 2 are the starter or the base.
That's right.
3 and 4 is a repeat. Well,
Three,
not that's
no, 4 to 6 is your
oh,
repeat.
sorry, 4 to 6. So what's 3 then?
3 is where we added that first little bead.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah, I see the picture now. Okay.
yeah. So step 4,
Yeah.
we pick up a 4 millimeter bead and we're going through the overhanging super duo and the big bead on top of it like
One sec.
that.
Pick a 4 millimeter bead and go through the overhang
The
super
overhang
deal.
beads, the both of them.
Come on. I gotta get it in the right direction or I'm gonna blow it again. Okay. So that's so it goes through the I have to say something silly.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's right or not, but for some reason I have another line going through that super duo that's just above there. Is that correct or not? I
Yep,
have to, or
you
it
have
won't
to
have the
because you've
split.
already been it.
I
You've
got the
already, yeah,
split. Yeah. Okay, good.
yeah, it's
So
already
go,
there.
so go through that other super duo on the other side and the blue. Oh, sorry,
And the big bead
and
that's
the big
right over
bead.
top of it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to pull through it.
That only took 3 hours to do. Sorry about that.
That's okay. And there's another center bead. So you can
Okay.
see how these are lining up.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready to add
Okay.
another overhanging. So we're going to pick up a super duo
Yeah.
and 2 of our 8s.
Two of the big guys. Okay. Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to bring them down to the beadwork. And they're sitting on top like that.
I gotta make so yeah. So are
Okay,
you're
I'm
hanging it to the
holding it
right,
like
right?
you. Yep, I'm
Okay,
holding it
got
just
it.
like you see
Got
it.
it. So the drugs have to be on the right and okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that way.
Okay. So now we're going to do that split. We're going to do that circle. So we're going to go down the open hole of that super duo like
Oh,
that.
I lost it. There he is. Somebody didn't go all the way down. It's trying to confuse me. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull through, and that's going to make the 2 big beads on top of it lay side by side. It's amazing when you do this, it catches on everything around you.
Truly.
Okay. So what you have is that.
Yeah, so you just did the circle through the other
Yep.
duo.
And I'm going to go back up the SuperDuo through that first hole that when we caught it on there, when we picked it up the first time.
So all you did just one step above was go through the other hole to do the split, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I'm just making sure I got that right. Now I
Yep.
will remember that
Yep.
since I repeated it. This is the third time repeating it, so.
And I'm going to go back up the other hole. That's why
Yeah.
you see the thread underneath.
Oh
So,
my gosh, I gotta make sure these are I'm keeping everything nothing twists because that's where I did the boo-boo is is the side it got switched over.
mhm. Okay. So we're going to go up.
One sec here. Oh, one second. Now that should go that. Quick question.
Mhm,
When I'm putting it through the other hole of the Super Duo,
mhm.
the hole that's not been threaded yet should be on the left side, on the right
On
side
the
then.
right side, that's right.
Okay, I'm just making sure
Yep.
of my positioning. And then it doesn't go through anything else, though. It goes back up that
Back up the
hole
first hole, back up the left side hole.
of the Super Duo, correct?
Yes.
And
And
only,
this, yeah, and the eight and the big bead on top of it.
yes, just the single though. Yeah, once
That's
it's split.
right.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I'm visualizing. I know
Yep.
how the
So I'm
split
pulling
goes.
that through and snug it up.
So then, quick question. Once I bring it and it's done the split,
Yep.
uh, the overhang of the Super Duo, should that be on the right or the left?
On the right.
Okay, and then back up through the neck through the Super Duo hole
Back up the SuperDuo hole and the big bead that's
and,
on top of it.
and the big bead that's on top. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Now we're ready to end that branch. So we're going to pick up a small bead
okay.
and we're going to go down that size 8 on the left, same bead that our thread is coming out of. And this is where we go down 3 beads. So we're going down the 8, the left side of the SuperDuo, and the seed and the big bead that's below it.
Two seconds. Gotta pick up my little bead. The same hole. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the same hole
That's right.
and on both sides.
Both side on both, yeah. So it's going down a straight line. You can see how the needle, you can see that going through the beads.
Got, I got, oh, yep, gotcha.
Okay. Okay.
Yep,
And I'm going to pull that
okay,
through.
yep,
And that little bead sits on top of the bigger bead like that.
correct.
We're ready to do it again. So we're going to pick up a
Okay,
4 millimeter.
better look good. Hold on. Hold on, guys. It almost has an angle going up. Do
Yep.
you know what I'm
It
saying?
will have an
Okay,
angle. Yes,
okay, got right, because you're doing the one side first.
that's right.
Gotcha. Okay,
Okay. So
okay,
we pick up our 4 millimeter.
okay,
Okay. And we're going to stitch up the SuperDuo on the right side. That overhang and the big bead that's on top of it.
right. Okay,
And pull through. So you can see how they're beginning to create the sides.
yes.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a slow learner, but once I get it, I'm
No,
good.
that's okay.
Because
Don't
I'm a
worry.
visualizer in my brain as I
Yep.
do it. So
Yep. We all learn in different ways.
That's why I
Okay.
was terrible at math. Not because I wasn't bad at math, because my teacher couldn't understand that's how my brain worked,
Yes.
so, which is sad. So, with all
Okay.
due respect
No,
to
that's okay.
teachers, uh, just
So we're
made
going to continue.
it made the difference between going to university or not. That's
Oh,
the sad part, yes. Oh,
what
well.
do what
Nothing.
do you do? What do you
Uh,
do outside
well,
the
I'm
home?
semi-retired now because I'm caregiving to my parents.
Hmm.
So they're in their mid-80s and they live 10 minutes from me. I moved them from Mississauga last summer, my husband and I. So
Yeah.
so pretty much between COVID and caring for them, which is okay. I pretty much are almost retired pretty much now
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
yeah, it's just too much with the part-time job, cooking, running two households and
Yep.
that. So it's a
Yep.
job in itself. So, okay.
Okay. So we're going to continue by picking up a super duo, a new super duo, and two new big beads.
So we're getting ready to do the circle again.
That's right.
The split, I mean,
Exactly.
sorry,
Yes.
circle split. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring them down so that they're there at the beadwork.
Okay.
And we're
Oops.
going to do that circle split.
Oh, sugar banana. Sorry. I
That's a
did,
new one. I haven't heard that
I
before.
did, I did two drucks instead.
Oh, okay.
Silly me. Going, oh, that doesn't match. One second. That's the sad part. You gotta take it out of the needle.
Yeah.
There's no easy way, Dor. Where's the end of that? I have to tell you something really funny.
Hmm.
And you can relate. When we first bought our bird, which is about 10 years ago, I was I grew up with canaries and hamsters and always had pets growing on an age. My husband wasn't allowed any pets. So the bird was the first for him. We did get a dog years ago, but the bird was the first. He was like, "Why did you want? What are you thinking?" Right?
Hmm.
And it's like, "No, no, just we went to the right place and where they raised birds and and St. Clements and I said, "You let me pick the bird," and I picked the bird and so Orlando, which is our cockatiel, has totally infinitely bonded with my husband and
Mm.
they're homies, right?
Yep.
My husband's like he's like he can't believe that a bird's bonded with him. And I said, well, if you put another bird, he's going to bond with another bird. If you put a person, he'll bond with one of the people, right?
Yes. Yep.
And it's like I feed him, I clean him, I do everything. He's nice to me, but
Hmm.
he is like a total child with my husband. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely hilarious, actually. He coos, he's like putty in his hand, right?
Yep.
It's like
Oh yeah. No, they when they get to be interactive, it's amazing.
they're very intelligent.
Hmm.
People don't think they are, but they are very
Yep.
intelligent. And when you don't enable them to be intelligent, they get into trouble.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So two
That's
blues,
okay. Yep. So your super duo and two of the big beads.
right?
We're going to go do that circle split. So down the open hole of that super duo on the right.
Okay, now
Okay.
let's get that puppy in there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, shoosh. Already had a super duo in there. Okay, Dora, wake up. Okay, you just have to stop. It's like a comedic act for me here. You don't want to know what happened to me this afternoon when I was trying to get my basics, just a few basic things. I have most of the stuff out, and it's like it's like quarter two, and I lost my thread and my needle. Found the needle. Don't even know
Oh,
where the nylon went. So I restrung it up again. I'm sure the cat will find it, but I'll keep the door shut because I don't want anything to happen to them. So, and it's like, okay, well, that's fine. I'll get past it. Okay. We're talking about math, and I grew up with a girl just for a couple of years in grade school, um, and found out about probably 8 years ago that she was really good in math.
mhm.
She ended up designing for Spinrite and designing patterns for
Oh,
companies
yeah,
because she was so good with math, and she's brilliant with math. She could do it sleeping, it was like one of those things, and it really didn't surprise me. So it's kind of really interesting actually
yeah,
to see something like that. Okay, so I'm going down the second hole
yep,
of the Super Duo,
yep.
and then I'm going to one sec.
You're going to U-turn
I'm going to U-turn.
and go back up that first hole, the left side, and the eight or the big bead on top of it.
Do I that's after I do the split though, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Sorry, the split, once I do the split will be is do I anchor that split? Not yet.
Not yet. Not
No.
yet. We're going
So
to
I'm gonna
anchor it next.
so once I do the split, I pick up my druck, right?
You pick up a small bead,
Oh, small bead?
small bead.
I'm missing a druck. I'm missing my druck.
Okay, well, your druck was down here.
How many drucks do you have on? Four or
Right
three?
now, four.
Okay, yeah, I do have
Yep,
four. Okay,
yep,
sorry.
yep. You're fine.
I'm not missing a druck. Okay.
No, you're not missing a druck.
Okay, a second. I need some more light. Okay, I'm I'm racing between my bifocals and my one sec. Okay, so once I do the split,
And you've gone, yeah,
I come back up around, right?
that's right.
Uh, do I come back up around in the big bead? We're not talking about the
Yes.
floor, the big bead and the other end of the Super Duo?
Yeah, so you've gone down
Yep,
the right side, you're coming back up
yep,
and you turning through the same Super Duo
yep.
and up through the big bead.
No, okay, so it's Super Duo and big bead, not big
Yes.
bead, Super Duo and big
No,
bead. Oh,
no.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, there's something about get in there. There we go. I watched some of those shows of those people doing the tiny homes
Hmm.
as miniatures, and I'm like going, I
Yeah, I don't think I'd have the
roses
patience for that.
roses to them for being able to do it that
Yeah.
small and see that stuff because okay, so I know it just really depends, eh? Like there's just they have such a what happened? Okay, something got twisted. My nylon got I've got the other nylon in my other hand, and for some reason something got twisted once.
Okay. If it's has flipped over, just flip it around again. You won't hurt the
Oh,
nylon at all.
yeah, I gotcha. 1 second. No, what happened is the other side of the nylon that I had,
Oh, the tail?
yeah, it's wrapped around my hand, and somehow it hold it. I've just fixed it. I'm just gonna wrap it around my hand again because
Okay.
actually that's working. That's working. Thank you for that tip. And let me just get it into position here. Okay, so I've done the So the work should be on the left-hand side then,
That's
correct?
right. That's
Okay, so I've
correct.
done my circle now.
And you've gone back up. Okay, so your thread is coming out of the or out of the big bead.
Correct.
Okay, so you're going to pick up a little bead and go right back down that same bead on the right side or left side
Yep, yep.
and straight down through the SuperDuo and the big bead below it.
Yep.
Okay, we pull through and we're ready to repeat.
We're thread. So once we thread it, then we further thread.
Yep, you build it by adding another druck
Correct.
and going through that overhang bead.
Sorry, once I thread that uh i- i- is it the 8? No, the
Okay,
11. Once I thread the
the
11, where
yep,
do I go?
you're going to go down that the big bead where the thread is currently coming out of
Yeah,
through the SuperDuo that's right below it, the left hand side,
correct.
and the next big bead.
The 4 millimeter?
No, the 8.
Oh, it's going all the way down that far.
It's
It goes
going
down
down
that
3
far.
beads. It's
Okay,
going
that's
down
the
3
anchoring.
beads. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's to give it the angle.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
No.
very
Here, I'll just hold it like that.
yep. One
Okay.
second. I gotta get my glasses on. I'm just threading it the way come on. I just want to make sure it looks right. Yeah. Once it's coming out of that larger bead, not the druck, but the larger
Yep.
bead.
Yep. This one.
Do I add the druck at that point?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're
Okay,
going to
got
pick
it.
up your druck and
Yeah.
you're going to go through the left hand or the right hand hole of the SuperDuo and up through that next big bead.
Okay, I gotta take a look at. Give me a second. So once I got that, yes, got it. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And pull through.
Okay. Just a series of circles is what
Basically, yeah.
circles and angles, whatever you want to
Yep.
call it. I'm
Yep.
just going around. It's not a. Is it still considered? It's still considered a peyote stitch, correct?
No, it's St.
No.
Petersburg.
Oh, it's an actual. Okay, that is an
Yep.
actual.
That
Because
is an actual.
I thought the St. Petersburg was just the name of the. It's that is an actual
It
stitch.
is an actual stitch.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do some more reading on that one because okay, there. Now it's here. I'll show you. It's looking normal.
Looking good. Okay, let me just remove my pin and
Oh,
pin
sorry.
you. No, it's okay. Let's see. Pull it up. That looks good. I can see
Looking a
the
little
steps
better.
now. Yep,
Okay, now it's
you got
starting to
it.
make sense now.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
So we're going to do that process. Let's do it a couple of more times.
sure.
Then I want to start on the other side.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
We
Then that
won't fit.
makes. Yep.
Yeah, so
So
that you have both sides. So
got
we're going
you.
to do it again. So we have anchored our 4 millimeter through the SuperDuo and the bead, and we're going to now pick up, just like we've done before, another SuperDuo and 2 big beads.
I think I'm one step behind still.
Okay.
Hold on. No, maybe not.
Yeah, so
My thread's coming out on the left hand side out of the big bead.
yep, coming through here, you're going to pick up your big druck, and you're going to go through the left side SuperDuo that's above it and the size 8 bead, the big bead.
I'm lost. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull
Okay,
back.
so anchoring the 11 is not really the end of that pattern before you start again, is it?
That is, yeah,
That is.
that is. So what we've anchored that row.
Correct.
So now we're going to start the next row by picking up a druck.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Yep.
and we're going to go through the right side hole of that same SuperDuo that we've been using and the big bead across that's on top of it. So those are the overhang beads.
One sec. I'm a little bit tangled here. Come on. Untangle. I think my brain just kind of did a flyby. Hold on. So my drucks will be on the left
Your
side.
drucks are on the right side.
On the right, yeah.
Yep.
And
And
so what
your
am I?
little branches, your
Yes.
little are on the left side.
Yes. So I'm a bit confused because you know where my string is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you where I am unless I went up too fast. It
Okay.
looks right, but I think I did.
Okay, let me go back to you. Move my pin and
Oh, I'm
pin
sorry.
you. No, it's okay. Okay, so
Did I miss a spot?
no, you've added your 4 millimeter bead.
Oh, so okay.
You have added it.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
okay.
the
You're right.
yes, I'm done. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you added it and you went through the SuperDuo on
So
the
there'll be
right
5 in
side.
total then.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
no, you're fine. You're good. So you are here, just like that.
Correct.
Now we're going to add our new overhanging. We're going to extend this row by picking up a SuperDuo
Yeah.
and
And
2 of the big beads.
2 of the big beads. Okay.
Yep, bring it down to your beadwork. And this is where we're going to split it by
Right.
going around the circle.
Right.
So down the right-hand hole of the SuperDuo.
I got to make a quick note. For me, drucks are on the right. Drucks on right side. And the what do you call those? The sorry, 4 millimeters. No, sorry, the 11.
The little beads on the left.
11, yeah, 11 on left side. Sorry. Okay. Hence my ADD and all that other stuff. Okay.
Okay, so we've gone down the right side hole of that
Correct.
SuperDuo. We're going to go up the left side.
Correct.
So we're finishing that circle.
Correct.
Okay, so now we're going to anchor it. We're putting on a little bead. And this is where we're going down. We're going into that. We've picked up a little bead, going down that same big bead where our thread is coming out.
Yep.
Down the SuperDuo on the right side and down the big bead that's right below it.
Okay, 2 seconds. Yep. I just did my circle. I'm just going to pick up my other guy. Bring that down. Come on. There we go. This is where I have to make sure. What step is that? Was that one 5?
We are on going back down is number 6.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make a note. I'm just gonna make a note for myself. On number 6, ensure that SuperDuo is overhang on left side.
Overhang on the right side.
On the right side?
Yep. So see how it's overhanging on the right side? It should be overhanging on the same side as your drucks.
1 second. I think I goofed then. 1 second. I've got my split, and I've got my 11 bead beaded on and ready to anchor. But my SuperDuo
Okay.
is
Is it
kind of dead
looking
center. It's dead
okay? Is it
center.
looking like that?
No, it's the other way around.
Okay,
So just
you want
turn
it
it.
like that. Yeah, just turn it. You want it like that.
But then that means
Your little bead should
my
be
little
over
bead's gonna
here
be on
on
the
your
wrong
left
side.
side.
It's gonna be on the, yeah, it's on the wrong side right now. So I must have anchored on the wrong side.
Okay. You're going, yeah. So it's going to anchor on the same side that your thread is currently coming
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So
chances are you might have just gone into the other bead.
I still did a circle though.
Yeah, you do the circle and then you come right back down once you add the little bead. So you're not doing another circle.
So, quick question, is the thread, once I do the split and I've anchored the 11
Mhm.
on there, should the 11 be coming out on the right-hand side of the 8 bead?
It should be on the left side.
Oh, so so my thread,
Okay, so
I
let
can't
me,
cheat, I have to unthread it, right?
well,
For this
you
one.
want it
I'm not a
coming, yeah,
cheater.
you do need to have it coming out.
Yes, for the purpose of the druck has to be on
Yeah,
the other side.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm trying to understand what I did because
Okay.
that way, so I don't do it again.
Okay, I think what you did, let me pull this back. I think what you might have done is go down the other bead. So let me just rethread this.
Probably what I did.
So
That's frustrating. Sorry.
that's okay. So when you pick up your little bead,
Yep.
you want it to go down. See how my thread is coming out this
Yes.
hole?
Yep.
I want to go down the same bead. I
Yep.
don't want to go on to this bead.
No. Okay. So I got to get it out of that bead.
Yeah. So it's going down the very same bead that the thread is coming out of.
I think my boo-boo's a little bigger than that. Not in a bad way, but
Uh-huh.
I think it started on the step before that. But I mean, ouch. Let me just this over here. I'm gonna find a needle that I can work with next time. A little better. Keep bending. Come on. There, that goes out there. A question on the needle.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm using I'm gonna call it the nylon for better, the
Yeah.
nylon thread
Yeah.
for better, it wouldn't fit through the eye of, my regular needles
Yeah.
without the double point.
I
And
have not used the fire or wildfire. I think it's very similar. One
okay,
of the things you can do, if I pretend this is wildfire here,
yep, yep,
what you can do is just take a pair of pliers
okay,
or your thumbnail and
okay,
flatten it out. But if you take a pair of pliers and just flatten it,
yep.
that will make it more in the
Oh,
shape like an
gotcha.
eye, and that might help you get it through the needle
Yeah,
eye.
okay, perfect. Okay,
Okay?
appreciate that. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Sorry. I was gonna ask you, like, what size were you using, and it's really a lot more simpler than that, so. Okay, so now I need to get that out of there. 1 sec. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, no, what? Wait. Position, it's all about positioning. Mm, I must have just twisted it. It looks good now. I must have just
Okay.
twisted it.
It
Okay.
could just have been twisted.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
I'm gonna grab the
oops, I
11
got two
and
there.
zap it. So when
Yep,
I anchor the 11, am I anchoring it on the left side or the right
you're
side of
anchoring it on
the,
the left side,
oh, the same side.
the
So
same
I go,
side where your
okay.
thread is coming out.
Okay, so I go through the big bead, the SuperDuo on the left side, and the one below it.
That's correct.
Got it. Okay, see, I did remember some of that,
Yep.
so
Okay. So let me just film the sequence because
Okay.
it's already 8:30
Yes,
and I
sorry.
want to get into the
Yes,
other
no,
side.
no, I
So let
appreciate
me
that.
just me film the sequence. So we've been adding length to this and you're going to keep
Correct.
doing that until you get it the length that you wanted. So the
Okay.
sequence, I'm going to finish this. So I'm picking up a small bead
Yeah.
on the left side, going right straight down,
Yeah.
3 beads. I'm going to hold that so it doesn't pull out of my hand.
Okay.
Now I'm ready to add the next row. So to do that, I'm picking up my 4mm. I'm going into my overhang on the right side,
Yeah.
the SuperDuo and the 8 or the big bead that's above it.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready to add more. So I'm picking up a SuperDuo and 2 of my big beads, bringing it down to the beadwork. This is where I'm going to do that circle split.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go down the whole of the other side of that same new SuperDuo. So down the right side,
Okay.
I'm going to complete that circle by U-turning up into the left hand.
Right. Correct. Sorry.
Okay. And the bead that's on top.
Okay.
I'm going to anchor this now. Snug it up. Don't let if you have your threads catching around each other.
Totally. Yeah.
And of course, we're going to do that because we're videoing it. And if you get
It's
a little
okay.
gap, just pull it down.
Yep. That's a good learning
Yep.
part of the
And
teaching.
again, pick up a small bead
Yep.
and we're going to go down the
Okay.
same
Yep.
side that's on the
Same
left.
side. Yep.
Go down the 8, the SuperDuo, and the big bead that's below it. So we're going down
Yep.
3 beads. Don't worry if it's twisting.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going
Yep.
to hold it with my thumb and I complete it again. So if it's twisted, just twist it around. It's going to curve a little bit until we add the second one.
Correct.
So again, we pick up our 4mm, whatever we've got,
Yep.
through the open right side hole and all the way up to the top. And you're
Correct.
going to keep repeating that until you get the length that you want.
Okay.
When you get to the length that you want,
Okay.
you're going to see on step 7 how to end it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So I don't need to add another overhang because we're
Okay.
not going to have another row.
Right.
So to finish it, all I'm going to do is pick up 2 big beads
Okay.
and a little bead.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to bring them down to my beadwork, just like that.
Okay.
And I'm going to go down. I'm skipping the little bead because if I go through that, it's going to pull apart. But I go down to the 3 big beads and the SuperDuo.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
that finishes that side.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
now you could make this into an earring. It'll hang like that.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm just going to transfer my needle to the other needle or to the other thread, the tail thread. But first I'm going to pull off the stop bead. So I'm just pulling that off and disposing of that. And I'm going to transfer my needle to the tail thread. Okay. So
So,
where we are,
so we're going to start on the other side
we're
then,
going to,
right?
yeah, I'm going to, don't go with me. I want you just to,
Oh,
I'm going to
sure.
videotape it
Oh, perfect. Okay.
just so
Oh,
you can
it
see it.
works.
So
Yes.
where we're going to be now
Yep.
is right here.
Oh gosh, those colors are gorgeous. Nice
Yeah.
work.
And so we are right here. We've done one side.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're right here. And there we are. So I'm just going to, this is now upside down. Now the first, as you get started, it's a little complicated because it wants to move around.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm holding it upside down. There's the first druck that we started with. And the other branches are going to go in this direction.
Okay, yes.
Okay?
Yep.
So I'm going to pick up the beads for the loop that's on one end.
Okay, yep.
Okay?
Makes sense.
Makes sense? So I'm going to
Yes.
I like to pick up an odd number of beads. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. And I'm going to bring them down to the beadwork. So I've got that. So I'm actually in now doing number 8.
Okay.
So the where I am now are these beads right here.
Okay, yes, I see.
Okay.
Yep, perfect.
And I'm going to go through these beads again so I can create a circle.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just get this so you can see. And I'm going to go through all those beads again. Ah, don't wrap around my fingers. And snug it up there. There is my circle.
Perfect.
And I'm going to go through that first druck.
Okay.
We do not need to add more drucks because we're going to use the same drucks that are already existing.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start exactly like we did in step 1. We're going to pick up 2 beads, 2 big beads,
Yeah.
a SuperDuo, and 2 more big beads. Oops, let me get one that's not wonky. There we go. So I'm going to bring them down. And this gets a little fiddly because you've got a lot of loose beads in your fingers. However, we're going to do the exact same as what we did before. We're going to, this beads we need to turn into that circle. So I'm going to go down. My thread is on the left.
Right. Oh, this, okay.
Okay, I'm going to go down the other side.
The drucks are the center bead.
Drucks are the
That's correct.
center.
Correct.
Yes.
Excellent.
And I'm going to cut across. I'm going to U-turn in that same SuperDuo.
Okay.
And back up and
Yep.
through that bead.
Okay, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So basically I'm mirroring this.
Correct.
Okay. Pull it, snug it up.
So in reality, the coming up beading on the other side is actually probably more simplistic than
It is.
because
It
you
is.
less one step or
It's less one step.
correct.
So now all I have to do, wait a minute, where am I here? Yep, I'm right. Okay. So I'm picking up the little bead.
Okay.
I'm going down this branch on the left side, same where my thread is.
Yep.
Down the bead, down the SuperDuo, and down the bead below it.
Yes.
Snug it up. I'm ready to join. But first I want to go through my druck.
Yes.
Now, if it twists like that, don't worry about it. Just turn it around.
Okay.
Because we're going to go through now that same, I'm just going to move it in my hand a little bit so it's easier.
The 11 millimeter, the 11 bead, sorry, has to be on the outside.
On the right, that's correct.
Right.
It's on the outside. Our drucks are in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm going from the druck directly into that overhang bead. And when I snug it up, there it goes. And you can see how it's coming together now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Yep.
now we're going to do what we've done all along. We're going to extend it. So with another SuperDuo and 2 more beads, 2 more big beads.
Right.
Bring them down. Create that circle split. So there's my SuperDuo. Just flip it over like that. And I'm going to go down that right side hole. That splits the top 2 beads. And I'm going to go back up the left side.
Okay.
Now I'm ready to anchor it with a little bead.
Yeah.
I'm going down the same side where my thread is coming out.
Yeah.
Down the 8, down the SuperDuo, and down one more 8.
Okay.
This is where it gets exciting
Yeah,
because
start to
now
see, yes, coming
I can
together.
I can now go up that next 4mm bead,
Okay. Yeah.
and we repeat the process. So once I've gone through the
Okay.
4mm bead, I go through that open SuperDuo on the right side, and that will come together. And we continue to build it until we come to the end. So let me just do it again. I'll do it all the way along here so that you
Sure.
have it. So again, a SuperDuo, 2 big beads,
Yeah.
bring it down, turn your SuperDuo if necessary, down the open hole on the right, help them sit side by side. Your needle is a good tool for that. And back up the other side. So to create that circle, I'm just going to get this other thread out of the way. There we go. Again, if it flips over, just flip it around.
Okay.
It wants to flip.
It does. It's
It
so,
wants to
yeah.
flip.
Just make sure that, so yeah, so the SuperDuo has to be towards the inside.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then pick up our 11s, straight back down. And you're going through 3 beads. The big bead, the
On the same side.
SuperDuo
Yep.
on the same side.
Correct.
Come on, threads, get out of the way. There we go. Okay. And again, we're going to join it to the next druck.
That fire line is nice, eh?
It is, yeah. Actually, what I'm using here, it is Fireline. It's also, there's also something called Nanofill,
Right.
which is it's actually, it works wonderfully as well. But you can see how this is now beginning to come together and
Yes.
straighten it up. So we've come through the 4mm. We're going to go through that overhang from the previous row, snug it up, and we just repeat. With, oops, lost where'd the SuperDuo go? There it goes. There we go. Bring it down. Complete the circle. So down the open side, let them open up there.
Right.
Back up. Snug it up. And then anchor it with a little bead.
Right.
And you're going down the branch.
Yeah.
The 3 beads.
The 3.
Just like that. And then into the next 4mm. And that snugs that
Nice.
up.
Nice,
And
nice
then,
colors. Really
yeah.
nice.
So we're almost there. So we repeat again with a SuperDuo and 2 beads.
You almost want to use a darker bead, a darker 11.
Yeah, you can do so
Because
many things.
you can, but I find it just accents the whole,
Yep.
because mine's a bit pale, and you
Okay.
almost miss the it's so light. You almost miss the design, right?
Yep.
But yeah, nice,
Okay. And then we do that circle again.
right?
So there we are. That is step 5. Back up the other side. and then anchor it with a little bead and back down 3 beads, the big bead, the SuperDuo, and another big bead, and then into the next 4 millimeter.
Right.
Okay, so into the overhang again, and that pulls that together. Now we're actually, this will be our last overhang that we do.
Okay.
We will do one because it needs to attach to the next. Is that right? Or do I? Hold on. Let me want to. Yes, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
So SuperDuo, 2 big beads, bring them down, a circle, back up the other side. If it wraps, just undo there we go. Behave yourself. Come on. Talk to the beads. You're the boss of the beads.
That's right.
Flip it around if it moves. Again, another bead going down the exact same side. And you're going to continue that just to add your length. Now we're going into the last one and directly into the overhang beads.
Right.
Okay, so this is our last row. This would be at the end of the bracelet. And we're going to do exactly what we've done before in step 7, where we're going to pick up 2 beads,
Okay.
2 bigger beads, and 1 small bead. Bring them down to the beadwork. And we're going to go down all 3 of the big beads and the SuperDuo.
Now, whether that end there is for a bracelet, a necklace, or earrings, it's finished the same way, right?
Yeah, so this is, I've gone down, you can see both of my tail threads. So if I turn it upside down,
okay, yeah,
that's what it looks like.
that's lovely.
Now, if you are doing something like an earring,
right,
where you would have, let me find my earring here. Here we are. You could just simply tie the threads together and bury it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you are doing a bracelet,
okay,
what you want is we've got a loop on one end. You want a loop on the other end.
correct.
So what we would do then is to use one of the threads to create a loop.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So would you tie up the other, well, like not tie up, but would you weave in the other end then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. I probably would tie these together just to close up the gap.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I would close it up. I'm not going to do that here.
Yeah, no problem.
But what you would do is create another loop.
Okay.
Like you did here, which is, where's my, so here we are.
Right. Okay.
So, okay. And then you, with one thread, you just bury the other, and then with the other one, you just create a loop.
Okay.
That would be sitting on the other end.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
gotcha.
You then bury and secure your threads and you're all set.
That picture you just showed me was on the second by number 7, right? Which
Yes.
gotcha.
Okay, so there's what you do with the last row on either side. You're taking it down. And then you start the next side. So you're going to start with a loop of beads.
Right.
Where I've got in the red side, we're number 8.
Yep.
Then your first branch was in step 9.
Okay.
And you just continue that, using those middle 4 millimeters.
Yeah.
Until you get to the last end and you just repeat number 7.
Gotcha.
And add a little bead. Now, if you find it's not quite long enough, before you tie it,
Yeah.
double check it because you can always undo this
Right.
and make it longer.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay.
But that's always on an earring, that's going to be your bottom.
That'll be the bottom.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it looks a little like a Christmas tree.
Yes, it does.
So, you do it in the correct colors and you can have a little Christmas tree ornament.
This is true.
Yeah. Or earrings or anything like that.
So normally, if it wasn't an earring and we were doing the bracelet, you'd work it to the other end and then finish it off with
Yes.
uh it wouldn't be a loop, you said, right? You're still going to put an O-ring
You would
on.
still, yeah. So here's one I've done. Hold on. Let me just undo
Not to
this.
take up too much more time, but just
No,
to,
no,
yeah,
it's okay. So there's the loop
yeah,
that I made at the bottom end,
okay.
like this.
With your, that's a safety chain on that.
That's, yeah, it's just a little bit of a
Good.
chain. And on
Yep.
the other end, I've got
Nice.
a lobster clasp.
Okay.
You could do it like that.
Oh,
You could
perfect.
also
Yes,
do
sorry.
it, where did the other one go? You could do it with, here's one you could use a magnetic clasp. This
Yeah.
is this is only one side.
Yep. Cute.
So that's what they call a single St. Petersburg, where it's
Oh
on a
yeah.
single
Okay.
side.
Yeah.
But here's where I ended it using flower beads.
Yeah. It's nice.
But that could just be two holes as well.
Gotcha. That's
Yeah,
nice. Can you do me a favor?
yeah,
Just one last thing, the necklace, sorry, the bracelet. Can you just open that up one more time for me?
yep,
I just want to see the end one more time on the other side,
yep.
just sort of a visual in my brain. I
So
know it's on here, but
that's the end we started with. That's
correct.
at the V.
Yeah.
That was at the middle.
Yeah.
And then that is the other end.
Oh, so you're actually still doing a loop on each end then,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
I always
Okay.
do a loop because depending
Yeah,
on what you want to do, you can
you have to
attach your
anchor it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to anchor it somehow, but you also, I attach stuff using loops and jump rings rather
Okay.
than sewing it directly into
Yes.
because if
Yes.
it ever comes undone, you've got to undo the whole
Totally.
thing.
Yeah, it stresses the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That works. That's smart. Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. That
Okay,
looks
I'm going to
nice.
stop the recording.
Sure.